Hey guys, and welcome to Day Scott, where I bring you daily content on entrepreneurship and personal growth. The way I bring you that daily content is simple. As an entrepreneur, you'll know yourself, we learn so much each day. So that's what I do. I show you an entrepreneur's journey. As well, I curate what I learn each day into content that you can learn from. So it's as simple as that. I don't have to force content out. It's literally based on what I've learned either that day or over the past few days. So it's really fresh and it's really good because I get to have those light bulb moments, and it allows me to learn, it allows you to learn, and even more important, it allows you not to make my failures, so you can fail a bit less. So that's always good, of course. So I hope you do stay for the video. It's a very interesting one because as you'll see with the title, it's about I am a hoarder and I need to stop. I am a massive hoarder, and that's with thoughts, that's with things, it's with all thoughts, it's with all things, sorry. So I know this will resonate with a lot of people, so stay tuned. I'll let you know what I've been implementing to get over this recently. Hey guys, and welcome back. So simple. I'm a hoarder, I need to stop. It's simple. I feel like I got it from my mum. I think I got it from more my mum, the hoarding side, sort of even keeping things from her as a young child, when we've moved a lot and just taking lots of stuff I'll just never use, but I feel like I need it. And it's the same with my with my notes, and we've had the video before where I've said about how I note take and have lists within lists and lists within lists of lists and lists within lists of lists and lists. I could go on that for about another million times. And there's just notes within notes. So again, it's that hoarding mentality, that OCD hoarding mentality, and it makes me more stressed. Like I've said before in other videos, it makes me more stressed. I feel like it affects my time management because I'm always having to go through it all to make sure I'm not missing anything. And really, I'll implement maybe one thing out of the list, or I will just ignore the whole thing. It's just something I want to do, but I know I can't do now because it's not my priority. And I think this is so important to talk about because I think starting off as an entrepreneur, especially very early, you feel like you need to do everything, and you feel like you should, because you're an entrepreneur, you have the expertise in everything, and you're supposed to manage everything, and it just couldn't be any more far from the truth. I know I'm not an expert at coding. I know I'm not an expert at graphic design. I know I'm not an expert at website creating a beautifully organized website, because there's experts in that. My game is social media. I'm very good at social media, paid social media, and getting traffic for that. I focus on what I know and what I'm good at. So it's really key to understand what you're good at, and it's not like saying accept it, no, you're not good enough. That's crap. The whole point of building a successful business is you bring people in that are good at what they do, and you make a team of successful people to make a successful business. So I really want to mention that because me having all these notes within notes and keeping things, it almost feels like I'm always trying to manage everything when it doesn't really make sense. And another thing with that is obviously it affects my time management, and at the end of the day, you all have 24 chips in a day. Let's say call them chips. 8 chips are on sleep, and the rest you decide what to do with them. And me, with all these lists and all these of hoarding lists I find that a lot of the time that I'm always spending time going through them and analysing them and just wasting time, and it's wasting brain power because it mentally stresses me, it really strains my mind when I'm having to just go through loads of things and try to compute so much. And I feel this is going to resonate with a lot of entrepreneurs because I've been to a lot of meetups where we've discussed about lists within lists and lists within lists of lists, so I think it is quite a common thing. So what action have I taken on this to get over it? So I've done some interesting ones. First thing I've done, which I've just been about 3 hours into, is I've transferred all my lists. I've either deleted them. Well, yes, I've deleted them, but I've extracted all the data that I know that I know I need to do, all the things I know I need to do, and I put it into a platform called Trello. And this is a platform that I've been highly recommended from a lot of other entrepreneurs who said it's literally helped them manage time so much more efficiently. So I've up and put it into Trello, and that's done a few things. One, it's given me a better system to manage my time and be more aware of what I need to be doing for each client in my company, and also it's forced me to to basically take out all the bullshit notes. It's forced me to not have it on there because it wouldn't really make sense on Trello to have all these random notes. Trello it's not really for that. So I love it already because it's forced me to force all the crap out, and that's really important with me staying focused on the right task, and that's what I have on Trello now. And it's already, I feel much more refreshed. Another thing I did, which I actually did a little video of, I'm sure I'll put it on Twitter. I meant to put it on Twitter, but my phone, the memory got full and I couldn't put it on Twitter. So anyway, it doesn't matter. But I will put it on Twitter or Facebook, whatever. And basically, I have hordes of lists and lists and lists, like I was mentioning on my computer. And basically, I had folders with, I'm not even joking, like 300 icons in there, because basically when I find a good website to do social media, maybe it's a blog, maybe it's software tools, whatever it is, I always I copy the link so then I can get to it quicker. Now the only things I use on a daily basis with that is really just my social media platforms I manage. But the icons for like all the other resources, I have literally not touched some of them for like over a year. Minimum 6 months, over a year. So I took, it was tough, and you'll see by the video it was tough when I post it on my social media platforms, that basically I deleted everything. I deleted all the folders that had over like 300 icons and 300 files in there, and I deleted it from my recycling bin as well, so don't say it's going to be coming back. It's off my laptop. It was really tough to do, but I already feel so much more refreshed and motivated. And another thing, I moved all my other files from, with it, like all my documents, like my actual work, I've moved and organized them so much better, and I've deleted a load of crap as well. Again, it's just that clean out, ready for 2018. And you can call this OCD. It is a bit of OCD, being over-organized. But at the end of the day, I believe having an organized workplace, an organized laptop, which effectively is my workplace because I work on it every day, and an organized workplace and your environment has detrimental and huge effects on your mental health and stability through your day, through your work day. And anything that's going to affect your mental health and your mental stability through your work day is, you need to understand what it's doing, because work is tough. Being an entrepreneur is tough. You'll know that being as an entrepreneur, it's a tough route. It's a tough journey. There's hard days, and there's days where it's just you and you just got to face it. So having unnecessary things just chipping away at your brain for no reason is not needed. It's the last thing you want, because it's already enough doing that. So I feel it's really important, and I honestly feel, I'm not even joking, I feel like a weight is off my shoulders. I'm not even joking. I feel less anxious, I feel less anxiety, I feel more focused, I feel like, I don't know if I'm going to manage my time more effectively yet, because I've only taken action right now, I haven't actually implemented anything yet, and that's a good point to make, I'll make in a minute. But yeah, I feel refreshed, I just feel ready more, I feel more focused, and I just don't feel... I don't feel the stress. I don't feel like there's a strain on me of all these lists. Always when I come on laptop, it's just like so many lists. I just don't feel anything's pulling me back anymore, which I think is really important. So the thing that I was about to mention a second ago was, yes, I can do all this, and you can say, yes, I can do this. That's all fantastic. Just gonna do that. Yes, I can do this, and that's all great, and that's great for managing my time and helping my stress, my mental health, and my mental resilience through the work day, which is awesome. But at the end of the day, if I truly want to improve my time management, it's all about the implementation. It's about the execution. I can plan as much as I want, but it doesn't matter. Yes, it can help, but at the end of the day, if I'm not mentally strong enough to be disciplined to manage my time and force myself to assert time for different tasks rather than just getting misled into task to task to task, to email to email, which I do, I know I do, and this is why I'm trying to change my sort of way of work, then it's useless. So that's a key takeaway that you need to understand with this video is, yes, I would recommend Trello. I'd recommend getting rid of your lists, get rid of it all, just organizing your workspace, really just spending quite a long time. I've just spent about 4 hours just really refreshing it. I do this every few months, just clean everything up. I really recommend it. Just spending maybe even half a day, however long it takes, just refresh your workspace. But understand, no matter how much you refresh it, yes, it's going to help, but realistically it's only going to be 20% help. The 80% is the mentality and the discipline for you to assert time to tasks and not be led by other tasks, and always focusing on the things that you're supposed to be doing rather than what you want to do. So I hope you're getting a lot of value from this video. As again, I'm in a massive rush for my bus. I have 16 minutes and it's a 20-minute walk, so obviously I'm going to have to run again. So yeah, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this one. Any questions, feedback, please do throw them down below. It was an absolute pleasure, this one. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you are now, at Scott Mears, Facebook, at Scott Mears Entrepreneur, my Twitter, at Scott Mears _. It was an absolute pleasure, guys. Thank you. The best way to predict the future is create it. No, you forgot that. The best way for the future is to create it. This was Day to Day Scott. It was an absolute pleasure. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.